Hello, everyone.
Take it away. What do I usually say, Matt?
Welcome back to another episode of the Rollers Guild. This is episode 51. Surprise, this is episode 52. If you missed episode 51, go ahead, rewatch or re-listen, because you can find us on YouTube or any of your favorite podcasts, Spotify, Apple. What else do you say here, Ben?
Before you say social media.
Oh, social media. We do some funny things. We do some bad things. You should check it out and vote them up or vote them down. Your call. I don't know. I don't actually see any of them.
Our TikTok is popping. So go check that
out. Find all the ways to interface with us, and we might interface with you right back because we like fans and we like you. So with that being said, Ben, any more announcements?
Yes, very briefly. So we are fast approaching the very end of this campaign. As we did at around the halfway point, we took a little break because of like scheduling stuff, and we did a sort of round table discussion amongst ourselves. We will be doing the same thing here with all of us after we finish the last episode of this campaign. So if you have any desire to ask us any questions about the campaign, please feel free to leave a comment on the video with those questions or send us messages on social media, and we will be interested to take those questions and ask them if we get any. But that is it. So with that all being said, what do I usually say here, Matt?
Right about now we say, let's go ahead and dive back into another episode of
the Gilded
Rollers
City.
Guild.
Yeah.
Nope. Gilded City. The Rollers Guild. 52 episodes.
52 episodes. Last time, with the Congress of Waterdeep voting on the Citizens Voting Act, Amos Durant has proposed a plan to the party to help him arrest Fear Kindler before the dragon can cause any trouble. With the city on a knife's edge, the party enjoyed a night of conversing and drinking before retiring for the night with the intention to face a dragon in the morning. So you all wake up the next day. It is the day of the dragon fight. So you all wake up in the morning feeling whatever you are feeling about the fact that there is potentially a dragon fight happening today. The last adventurers have already gone on to Castle Waterdeep to protect the Congress, and Amos sort of comes down because you all slept over at his wizard tower. He comes down. He looks a little nervous, but well put together. He's got his black staff in hand, ready to go. And he sort of nods at all of you and says, all right, how's everyone feeling this morning?
You know, I actually thought of something last night. We saw a young dragon in, oh my gosh, that maze,
Miravaldi's maze.
Miravaldi's maze,
The Undercity.
a
Undercliff.
while ago. Do we know what's going to happen once we banish dragons from the city?
Well, it has to be done on a case-by-case basis, from my understanding. Like,
Oh.
each dragon has to individually be allowed past the wards, and thus each dragon would have to individually have that status revoked.
Oh,
we know?
okay.
If that baby dragon was in the city, because we just saw it through like the mirror thing.
Right.
Could have been
It's
outside,
true. It could be like miles beneath us.
That's
like-
true.
outside city limits even.
I just wasn't sure if the staff was going to banish that dragon at the same time and repercussions. Okay.
No. Now, obviously, that does add an interesting element. I do wonder, since Marvaldi's death, what's become of that dragon, but
Yeah. Maybe something to check out after this. Potentially.
yes, one thing at a time.
Please, one dragon at a time.
What?
Yeah.
What does happen when you banish a dragon? Like, is it
Oh,
gonna
that's such a good
poof
question.
and then appear, or is it gonna have to
Like
fly
pushed in
away?
a straight line.
Like-
I confess that I'm not actually sure of the exact mechanics of how it works. I know the staff has the capability, but there's nowhere written how that capability is carried out.
So it could just disappear and reappear somewhere.
Possibly, I don't know.
That'd be
Have we given like enough warning to, the countryside that there's gonna be a really pissed off dragon just like appearing?
The Open Lord has put the state military on high alert.
Wonderful.
Unfortunately, I don't know how much more preparation we can give people.
Yeah, that's true.
But we've got to hope for the best at this point. All right. Well, I've had police officers keeping an eye on the bank all night. No one saw Fear Kindler leave. We know he was there yesterday. Never saw him leave at any point over the night, so he should still be in there.
Okay.
If you all are ready.
Sure. Nix, you didn't see any tunnels or anything while you were snooping around.
I was trying to get out of there really, really fast.
Yeah, that's true.
So I wasn't really all that aware of what was going on around me, aside from forward.
Sure.
Before we go, I'd just like to I'm gonna take everybody's hands and cast telepathic bond as a ritual spell.
Nice.
And then I'm going to say in all of your minds and not out loud, now we can communicate with each other without having to speak. And we'll all be able to hear each other.
Is
there a way to get-
manic laughter from Artemis?
Is there a way to get out of this bond? Like, how permanent is this?
Penny, I have a question.
No,
Oh
how
my
permanent is
God.
Is
this?
there a
Penny, I have
distance
so many
limit?
thoughts.
No.
Can we control what
distance
thoughts-
limit. The distance limit is on this plane of existence.
Oh my god.
So you're saying
Um,
it's till death do us part.
Oh
Aim-
no, you do. You choose which things you communicate through the
Artifacts.
bonds.
How long does this
Very
last?
useful.
It lasts for an hour.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is gonna be a long hour. Okay.
Well,
Thank
Am-
you, Octavia.
Amos says in all your minds, well, let's get going then.
Son of a bitch.
Why?
Dreams do come true.
On the way over,
Yeah.
I can hear his voice, but his mouth start moving.
on the way over, am I able to do it telepathically, my little speech?
Sure, why not?
Why not? All right, on the way over, I'm going to say, okay, we're fighting Fear Kindler today. I think we need to have a little bit more of a plan than we have in the past. And I know there's not many things we can plan for, but Octavia is going to be wielding the staff. So I know that I'm going to be focused on keeping Octavia safe until she can get close enough to Fear Kindler. So just watch each other's backs, take care of yourself, and make sure you drink your fire potion. And
Wow,
Amos,
I thought that was going to be a
Amos.
joke.
Amos cuts in after you finish your speech and says, I would, we're not necessarily sure how long it is going to take to find Fear Kindler in there. So I would hold off on the fire potions for as long as possible so that we can
fair.
get the best use out of them.
Well, anyways, you 5 get 11 temporary hit points.
Also, while you're walking, Amos casts a spell on himself, and a shimmering field of magical energy appears like a few millimeters from his skin.
Shiny.
Eventually,
Wait, do I have things to help my friends? Last time I tried to do this, it didn't work.
eventually you all arrive at the First National Bank of Waterdeep. It's early morning. There are some people that are like out on the streets at this point in the morning, but the whole area around the bank has been cordoned off. As you are let like through the police barrier, Addison Talon, Lieutenant Addison Talon comes over to all of you. Nods. Good morning, everyone. Blackstaff, sir. The bank has a sign on the door that says closed for the day. So I'm guessing we're expected.
I'm going to. Well, is the door unlocked?
It is not.
I think. Do we want to just walk in, or should I try to find another way?
I mean, he knows we're coming.
Yeah.
But
I
check
feel
the
like we're gonna
traps.
have a series of little boss battles
Let's
leading up
try
to
and-
big boss battle.
Not use the front door if we can, though.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like
Yeah.
we want some element of surprise.
Mm.
Options.
Next, how'd you get out?
I ran. Let's see. I ran down a hallway and then up some stairs, and I just kept running up those. I dumped out some ball bearings, and then I kept running upstairs, and then I got to like the main area, and then just kind of like
Gotcha.
blended in with the crowd, and tried to like walk out really like casually, but when I turned around, Fear Killer was definitely there with the low seal.
are there any windows where we can see in? I'm sort of doubting he's standing right by a window, but maybe we'll be able to get
Imagine.
some sort of information. I mean, maybe.
So at
So much easier.
the front of the bank, has a flight of steps leading up to these very nice looking, gilded doors with glass panes in them. There's several of these doors. And of course the entrance is flanked by columns. There are a couple large windows peering into the lobby, which is, a 2-story lobby. But that's it on the front. You're not sure about around the sides.
Should we look for a service entrance? I feel like we put a whole lot more thought into Bloodkeep than we are with the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should look for a service entrance.
Are we just walking around, or how are there pedestrians?
The
I think I have a cover story, guys. We were expecting the bank to be open.
Amos cuts in. The area is cordoned off by the police.
Well,
And the
No
police know what we're
need to
doing.
worry about. Yes,
We're working
you're
with the
you're
police.
What
here
if we
with
all
me.
break into a different window and just smash through a window?
that would cause loud noises.
I
Well, I mean,
think
if they already
it
know we're
best we not split up this time.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, strings the numbers, but let's just go around back. Maybe there's a service entry, but
All right. So
Going around back.
you all make your way sort of around the building. Amos.
Stealthily.
Sure, make stealth checks. Amos, before you go, says to Lieutenant Talon, he says, we'll go inside. If we're able to, we'll go to the lobby, and if it's secure and safe for you to bring in your fellow officers, we will let you in to begin searching the bank, or helping us search the bank.
The next time we see them, they are potato chips. Just
Uh,
crispy.
It's just absolutely crispy. So you all make your way around the side of the building. Whatever we get for their stealth checks.
21.
I should roll one for Amos.
10.
You know what would be helpful to playing D&D is having my dice out.
Literally just took my dice out.
I got a 9.
Whoops.
25.
12.
22.
Thank
Okay.
God.
Amos got a 10.
Oh, shit.
It's all those robes. He's just tripping over 'em.
Yeah. So you all make your way around the side of the building.
It's new staff.
Unfortunately, not quite as quiet as you would have hoped, but still not, there's a lot of activity going on outside the bank. So you feel like there's not gonna, regardless of what happens, the element of surprise is not necessarily on your side. With this one,
Bowman
but
hasn't fully grasped the fact that he can talk in his head and everyone can hear us, so he's still talking very loudly
yeah.
out loud.
Yeah.
So
But you do go around the side of the building, and you find some windows looking into what appears to be a back hallway.
Do they open are they just straight panels of glass, or are they ones that you could open?
They are kind of they're not meant to be opened. But they could be. If you will recall, Nix, you did escape through a window actually,
Did I?
and then blended in with the crowd.
Oh,
So you could open one of these windows because you've opened it from the inside before,
okay.
but it's just not necessarily an easy to open window.
Sure. Well,
can I just use my crowbar and just jack it open?
If you use your crowbar to try to open it, you'll probably just break the window, but you can if you
Yeah.
want.
Nah, let's let the rogue do their thing.
You make a thieves tool check for me.
I am an expert in thieves tools now.
Ooh.
So double your proficiency.
Yep.
Nice.
9 plus a non-natural 20.
All right, very nice. You managed to, like, again, it's not necessarily a window that's really opened like ever, but you do manage to get like thread, a very thin like wire underneath, and through, using that wire, you can undo a couple latches, and like as if you were removing the window pane to be cleaned, and you are able to loosen the pane, and it starts like falling outward, but you're able to, like, you and Bowman like catch it and set it off to the side, and you all can now enter this window. As
I'll go
you
first.
We do that.
okay, as you go inside, you look around. It's kind of dark in this hallway. None of the lights are on. The hallway continues to your right and left. At the end of the hallway on the right-hand side, there is a door that I will say probably Penny can read, because you have observant, right, Penny? Yeah, so Penny, you can read it just barely in the faint light. You can read that it's labeled janitor's closet. But then to the left, the hallway continues and goes around a corner.
Well, I don't think there's going to be anything behind. Well, what does that say? Janitor's closet. I don't think there's going to be anything behind that door.
Why are we whispering? We can talk in our heads.
This is true.
I was talking in my head, but I'm whispering in the head because I don't want to inconvenience anyone.
Inconvenience?
Oh my god, so much louder in the head than out loud.
Let's go around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, you continue around the corner. When you arrive, sort of arrive at sort of an intersection. On the right-hand side, there's doors to a couple of different rooms. And then the left-hand side, you see a couple of different staircases that go up. And then beyond that, a metal gate that leads into the lobby.
Is this the metal gate that I?
No, you went through a different metal gate. You went through a metal gate that blocked off some staircases in the lobby. But serves a similar purpose to keep, supposed to keep people from going into sections of the bank that they're not supposed to be in.
So what are we thinking? If you were a dragon who is expecting someone, would you be waiting in your office? Probably somewhere up high and royal and mighty, or would you be down
With his
in the
hoard?
depths with the gold? Would you move the gold?
Would
Your office be by the gold?
Would any of us have any would I have ever read anything specifically on dragons to give me an idea of like their horde mentalities?
Go ahead and make a history check for me. Amos does say, I will defer to your judgment on the matter. But if you think it would help speed up the search of the building, we could go into the lobby and let my men in.
Yeah, why don't we at least do that so we have more assistance?
26 on that
Let them
history
blow
check.
themselves up.
26. With
Yep.
a 26, and you're specifically trying to recall information about like dragon hordes, right?
Yeah, like what their protective nature over it. Like
Yeah.
if he knows we're coming, is he going to go protect that instead of trying to see him all high and mighty?
Sure. So, I mean, it depends on the dragon. But generally speaking, with dragons, particularly dragons as old as Fear Kindler, they almost never put all of their wealth in one location.
That makes sense.
Diversify
So
your portfolio, kids.
Very
Mhm.
important to diversify.
So while he almost certainly has a hoard somewhere in this bank, the likelihood that it is his entire hoard is relatively low. Now, whether he would be like actively with it right now, trying to defend it, is going to largely depend on how much of, number one, on how much of a threat he thinks his gold specifically is in, and number two, on how important this particular section of the hoard is, and number three, what is he trying to do right now necessarily. You know, he is intelligent. He has as a dragon, yes, he has sort of a primal connection to gold and precious metals and gems. But he is still an intelligent being. So he can, if he doesn't think the smart play is to be with his hoard of gold right now, then he won't be.
Okay.
So y'all are going into the lobby to try to let people in.
Yeah.
Okay. So the
Do we
gate.
want to just like message him? It's a weird
Kindler?
idea. Yeah,
Come out.
because
come out
if the
where you
message
are.
fails, we'll know that he's not near. But if it connects, then we'll know that he's near.
Artie, don't you have message?
I do. But see, I'm just, after the last time we had a big thing and everyone was like, Artemis, you didn't consult everyone before doing your crazy, stupid ideas and letting
I
the
don't-
trolls out. And
When was that?
When was this?
it was the Nix's place, Bloodkeith.
Okay, I don't
That was months ago.
Yeah, I did not remember that.
I cast message.
Great. What do you say in the message?
Hey, big fucking lizard, you here?
Um,
That's it, we're dead.
you are met by silence.
Well, could he
Ah.
just not respond if he didn't want to?
Yes, he can
Okay.
just not respond.
Yes.
So I know the. Can I tell that the message was delivered? I mean,
Did
it's
he
a
get left
cantrip.
unread?
It is a cantrip, but
I do not believe if you can tell if it was delivered or not.
oh
Message.
well, shouldn't have done that then. All right.
Does anybody have locate creature or locate something?
See, that would be the smart thing to do.
And I will say, like, as you're all trying to figure out what to do, it is still like eerily quiet in this bank.
Can dragons become invisible?
If they cast invisibility.
Amos says some dragons study the arcane arts, but not all. I don't know if Fear Kindler has or not.
Just to clarify, Amos is with us or just in
He
our
is with
heads?
you. He is with you.
Oh, okay. Great. Into the lobby, sticking to the walls.
Okay. So as you approach the gate that goes out into the lobby,
yeah,
it
the
is
gate.
locked. So
How tall is it? Like, is it like a baby
it's like
gate
a
or
slide.
like a-
It's like a sliding gate that goes like floor to ceiling.
But like, okay, so taller than it. Okay,
I just like the idea of a bank has a baby gate.
It has a
out.
little, yeah,
Like, oh yeah, that's gonna keep him out.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
the
honestly
idea.
what I was imagining. With this gate to the stairs, it was just like a short, like knee high or waist high gate that Nyx was gonna just like go through. But now, if I realized that it was a floor to ceiling gate, I probably would have made a different choice.
Just looking for a bathroom.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a thieves' tools check to unlock that gate.
Another non-natural 20.
Very nice. You were able to undo the latch on the gate. You were able to slide it open. And you now find yourselves behind the like tellers counters here in the bank. But it's easy enough to go around them and go open the door. If anybody if somebody wants to do that, also you can investigate this room if you want to do that. It's or whatever. It's up to y'all.
I'm gonna look for I'm gonna look for traps.
Okay. What was that, Penny?
I think Sam has something to say.
I don't think he found any traps.
I don't think you found any traps.
No, I don't think Bowman found any traps. Perception, right? That would be a perception
Or investigation. Yeah.
I mean, it's either going to be a 2 or a 5. So
Take the
5.
2. Just do it. Take the 2.
Yeah, Bowman, you kind of start like looking around, hoping there's not traps. You just like stamp on some floor tiles to see if any of them are pressure plates. You're like, good.
Looking underneath the desk, and I just hit my head on the back of the desk.
Yeah.
Are any of the teller drawers unlocked?
Go ahead and make an investigation check to check out the teller's desks.
I'm gonna go to the door.
Okay, yeah, Artemis, you go over the door.
I'm gonna give it a look over first before doing anything.
Sure, perception check.
Any wires? Oop, rolled a 5. 11.
Doors seem fine, except for the little signs that are like hung on them that say closed.
I flip it around to open.
Flip around and open.
Open for business.
Yeah. As you do, Amos comes
Welcome
forward.
inside.
Some, Addison Talon and some officers come in, start like looking around the room. They like open up the doors into some of the like side offices where like a bank official would meet with a public, a person from the public about like a loan or something like that. Next, you were investigating the teller desks. What'd you get? 18. As you're opening the drawers, none of them have money in them. But you do find that on every single one of the teller's desks, there is a memo that is dated as of yesterday at the end of the business day, informing all employees that they will have a paid day off when it's now today. So they don't need to come into work. The bank will be closed and they should enjoy time with their friends and family.
Oh,
Mr. Durant, do you have a way to just keep an eye on the skies? See if there's a big lizard flying around?
I still have some folks outside keeping an
Great.
eye on things, so.
Let's go upstairs.
Upstairs. All right.
by the teller's desk, are there any like directories? Like, you know how like
Yeah.
sometimes by desk they have like a little thing that says like where things are in the building?
Yeah, you find some directories. Yeah. So and no check required on this. Yeah, you find out that the CEO's office is upstairs at sort of the end of a hallway of offices. You've got like a bunch of different listings for different staff members. And then in the behind the gate area, the directory also lists like security office, the safe deposit box room. It lists the daily storage, like the sort of daily safe. Excuse me. So instead of having like all the money in the bank in one spot, they just have whatever money they think they'll use for the day in a daily safe. That's on the first floor in the back area, along with like a break room, and as well as a room just labeled miscellaneous storage. And then downstairs in the basement are additional storage rooms and the main vault.
And a second.
Anything in the
that
trash can.
That could be one of the additional storage rooms too. It's unlikely that they would list jail cell on the directory.
Unless it's a very
Deter
hostile
people.
work environment.
I think by the C, I mean, I think he's probably in the CEO office or in the main vault.
Yeah. Well, let's go up. There are more
Yeah.
ways to get away if you go up.
That's true.
Angus says, "All right, I'll have my officers continue to search this floor and secure everything here."
Wow, they're all so dead.
You all make your way upstairs.
Do they have a way of contacting us if it goes down?
They have a way of contacting you. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You all make your way upstairs. Find yourself sort of on this balcony overlooking the lobby. And then there are a couple hallways that go back into sort of the office area here on the second floor. Are you just making a beeline for the CEO's office?
I'll test the doorknobs along the way.
Yeah, as you go, some of them are locked, some of them aren't locked. It depends on if the person who uses the office remembered to lock it last night. But most of the offices are, they're okay size. They're not huge. Some of them are for one person, some of them are for two or three, depending on the office that you open the door for. But if you want to investigate those offices further, you may. No? Okay. So you continue down the hall, make your way to the CEO's office, sort of a glazed glass panel on the door that said, President and CEO, Faerun. Let's pause for a second while Matt figures out his audio.
Oops.
Okay. We'll continue and he'll catch up when his audio works. You continue down the hall to the CEO's office. Glazed glass panel, CEO and President Faerun is what it says on the door.
Before we decide to walk into this room, I'm going to touch Janara's shoulder and cast Gift of Alacrity so she can have a plus 1d8 to her initiative rolls.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm also gonna reach up and pat Octavia's hand and give her and cast mage armor. So
I can't have it.
She's got
can't use it.
armor. Remember,
Oh,
she's got the elven chain.
Oh right. All right. Well,
Can that go on Janara?
That
though?
could go on
that
Janara.
could go. Yeah. I'll also tap Janara and cast mage armor.
So
What does
Janara,
that do?
What is your armor
your
class
armor
right now?
class
That's
goes up
3.
by 3.
Oh, I'm hard to hit.
Good. We need somebody to survive.
Why me?
All right, the door
You're running
is
for office.
the door is of course locked.
I'm going to knock.
Oh man, if he's here.
You knock on the door. You wait a moment. There's
Housekeeping.
no response.
If it's
Bathroom?
glass, can we see anything?
It's glazed. You can attempt to
Frosted.
see through it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Make a perception
I'll
check.
help you. I will help you out.
Yeah.
Okay.
With
I
advantage.
get +7 to perception now.
Yeah.
You're helping me out. Oh good thing you're helping me out. 14, 21.
Okay, 21 is very good. This glass is very hard to see through. You see what looks to be the vague outline of a desk, but you don't see anything moving in there.
I'm passing that information on.
Are we upset if I just break the glass door?
I don't think so, but like, are there ceiling tiles?
No, this isn't a tile.
Okay.
Just break it. All right.
Yes.
I'm
I'm
going
gonna
to
back
break.
away.
Make an attack roll.
Use my crowbar.
Oh, should we check for traps
Yeah.
first before you break the door?
He already
Crowbar's
rolled. He already rolled.
Right.
Ah, okay.
Let's just say everyone stepped away for the.
Yeah.
you know.
They announced that
mean-
as you were rolling.
Yeah.
So you're good.
That was a 26 to hit.
Your crowbar goes in where the knob is, and you bust the door free of its frame.
Does
And-
anything happen?
No trap went off.
Well, that doesn't mean a silent alarm wasn't triggered.
Yep.
But you were able to open the door, and you
The
all.
glass survived?
It's a wood, like it's a glazed glass panel.
Oh,
But it's
I
like
thought this was
the
a door
frame of
made
the
of
door.
glass.
No, the
Okay.
frame of the door is wood. I'm sorry.
Incredible.
I should have
I was
been
gonna
more
say,
specific.
next campaign, I'm playing a glass maker.
Yeah, right. Right.
Character
No.
fully made of glass.
You find yourself entering a huge office. The opposite wall is this like massive bank of windows that looks like out
Bank.
over, looks out over a street. Centered in front of those windows is a like truly gargantuan, like nice finished wooden desk with like, some general writing utensils, sort of a very fancy nameplate that says Fear Kindler on it. The against the back wall of windows on the right hand side is a liquor cabinet, and on the left hand side is a bookcase. Most of the books on there appear to be ledgers. There is also a table in this room with a number of chairs around it, and as you enter the room and you turn and look on the walls, on the wall where the door is located, on the left-hand side is a larger-than-life portrait of a 7-foot-tall, hulking red dragonborn man, looking very resplendent. And on the right-hand side is a historical, yes, they are hot. On the right-hand side, on the wall of the door, you see there's a huge painting of a red dragon burning down a forest, and a little metal plate at the bottom of that painting says the end of the lumber wars. It appears to be a historical painting.
Gosh, this
Damn.
guy's narcissistic. I'm guessing he's not here though.
There is no one in this office.
How big is the portrait?
Would it fit in
It's
Bowman's
huge.
portable hole?
But would it fit in the portable hole
No,
or a bag of holding?
no.
What
What
if
if we
we
cut it
took
in
it out
half?
of the frame
There's-
and rolled it up?
Yeah, if you took it out of the frame and rolled it up, you could fit it into the bag of holding. or the
100%.
portable.
Hmm.
We have to do this.
Okay.
What
So-
an ultimate fuck you.
Someone
to a
check for
dragon.
traps.
I
How do
will
you check
check
for
for
traps?
traps.
Okay.
On the portrait.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, go for it.
This is just investigation, right?
Oh my god, we're gonna hang this up somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be my bathroom floor.
22.
22. No traps on the painting.
I'm just
So,
gonna take
yeah,
a
Artemis-
dagger and
Artemis-
stick to-
Yeah, you cut it out of the frame. Artemis, you start rolling it up, shove it in into either the portable hole or the bag of holding. What's everybody else doing right now?
I would like to see about the desk
Okay.
and
Important things.
if I can find anything
I'll help you.
significant
Yeah.
to help.
Yeah. Yeah. Make an investigation check. Janara is helping you, so you may roll with advantage.
Okay. Ooh, natural 20, which brings me up to a 29.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice. Okay, well, first thing, you didn't even really need a check for the first thing. The rest you need checks for. But the first thing is you find a little note on the desk. The letterhead says it's from the security office, and the note reads that there are people watching the bank. And it is from sometime around midnight last night. So he knew that Amos had people outside.
Okay.
Now, as you continue investigating the desk, Octavia, you find that a lot of the drawers are locked, and you're about to call Nyx over until you find that there's underneath the desk, tucked away behind one of the legs of the desk, a little key has been put into a slot there. And so you're able to, and you it's such a weird hiding place that most people wouldn't even think to check there. But with a 29, you do, and you find that key, and you were able to pull it out and unlock the drawers to this desk. As you sort of go through, you find a bunch of general bank papers. You're sort of flipping through as quick as you can. Most of them don't seem of interest. There are a couple things that you come across that do seem to be of interest. One is a very thin notebook. As you open it up, it's got dates, and then next to each date is a numerical combination of some kind. And you are able to find today's date and note down the numerical combination. The
That's useful.
other thing you find is a note that says excavation work completed. Next phase has begun. Rig. Bowman's old supervisor.
What do you know?
So that's what you find in the desk.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over once I'm done
Yeah.
stuffing a portrait into Bowman's side. I'm gonna just go over to that bookcase of
Yep.
ledgers. Just gonna pull a book off. Look at it. Boring. Pull the next book off.
See if
Pull the
it-
next book.
I
I
am
just want to
going to
put
help.
every single book and throw it on the floor.
Oh,
Sure.
I am looking for a secret trap door as I pull books off.
Okay, the two of you are pulling books off, at least checking to see if any of them are trapdoors. None of them are. As the books are landing on the floor, Amos starts looking at them. Let's roll an investigation check. on
Picking
him.
up my trash.
He got a non-natural 20. So he's able to. He says, "Now this is interesting. It appears that Fearkindler has been transferring money from various accounts recently. A lot of the money has been leaving the accounts of his former allies. But some of them have been coming from other accounts, and they've all been going into account for someone named Purith, but I cannot find an actual account number or information for them.
Hoard?
It's possible.
Purith.
The other thing that I have found is here in the expenses. It seems that this code here, that is something that it looks innocuous. It looks like general office supplies, but this company that he's buying from is well known for smuggling explosive material to people who would rather not know that they are buying explosive material.
Fascinating.
That's how I got you that dynamite.
I still haven't used them, by the way. Not yet.
So
Those
that's
of you
what
from the city, from here, Purith doesn't ring any bells, does it? It's not a person.
Does it?
you can make history checks. See if any of you know the name.
Oh. I wish I was rolling this later, but I got another natural 20.
Wow.
And my history is also a +9.
Well, I can tell you then with confidence, Octavia knows that she has never heard of anyone by that name before.
That's still helpful.
Yeah, it's great.
All right. Well, he's not here. Unless anyone has anything else they want to do here, we should probably just go check out the vault.
Yeah.
Right.
Explosives.
So
Huh.
you all make your way back downstairs. As you make your way back downstairs, the one of the officers comes up and says, "We've secured the first floor. We did find there was a guy locked in one of the rooms."
What guy?
His name. He said his name was. Hold on, let me find my note on that.
Brian.
No.
He said his name was Heward Archibald III.
Is that
All
someone
right,
we know?
I'll talk to him. He seems like my kind of people.
You're led off to where this guy is. The officers have gotten him a drink of water. He's gulping it down. As the glass of water comes away from his face, in a flash of realization, you see his handlebar mustache and realize that months ago, when you were at the yawning portal, before you met
son
all
of a
these
bitch.
guys, you ran into a couple unpleasant rich guys. They said they worked for the government, and you had an unpleasant interaction with them. And in this moment, you realize that this is one of those men.
Oh fuck, mustache.
What? Do I know you?
No. You don't. I'm gonna bring over a chair. Is there a chair?
Yeah, you can get a chair.
Sit down across from him. We don't have our masks on, right?
It's up to y'all.
We don't.
I don't
I
think
wasn't
so.
thinking I had a mask on. Everybody knows. Great. Artemis Brightshield. Fantastic to make your acquaintance again. I believe a very long time ago our paths crossed. It was memorable for me, certainly not for you. Wonderful to see you. You look good. How have you been?
Why are you being so facetious?
Well,
I clearly look awful. I've been shitting in that corner for the last 2 days.
On purpose?
They didn't give me a bathroom. He just locked me in this room.
Oh. And who is he?
The boss of the bank, Mike.
Oh, Mr. Kindler.
I
Fear.
just got hired here like a few weeks ago. I left my government position. I got hired here as an accountant, and I noticed some inconsistencies in in some of the accounting, and I thought it was just a mistake or something. So I brought it to my boss's attention, and next thing you know, I'm locked in this room for 2 days.
Wow.
Why didn't he just kill you?
2 days?
Been down here for yes, I've been in here for 2 days.
Goodness me. Very sorry about that. How much inconsistency?
There were a lot of accounts that were having their money emptied into the accounts of someone named Purith, but I couldn't find any record of this individual.
Sure. All right. Well, never fear, Mustachio. You're safe now. So, could you just wait one moment? You're used to waiting places. Just wait one moment.
My God.
Go back to my friends.
Yeah.
So, there's a very rude gentleman. Incredibly rude. Really not a good person at all. Hates poor people. But he's had a bit of a rough time. I explained the situation.
Sure.
What do we do? Do we do anything?
I would say that we probably still have to try to get him out, even if he's a bad person.
I mean, he's out. Right? They found him. He
I
is
see what-
out, right? I wasn't just talking to a locked up
No,
guy.
no, he's been released. The police officers are like,
Oh,
tending
okay,
to
good.
Oh,
Get a statement from him though, that would probably be helpful in the future.
ask him if he knows where the boss likes to hang out. If he's hiding from a group of 6 individuals, potentially.
Amos says, I can make sure that we've got a recording of what he said to Artemis, and I'll make sure my officers escort him out. If you want to ask him any more questions, I'd say to do it now, because we should get him out of here quickly, just in case.
He's also probably just been locked in a room for 2 days and probably doesn't know where Fear Kindler is, but we could ask if people want to.
Yeah, probably. Heward. It's my very first note in my notebook. Government official with mustache.
Mm-hmm.
Son of a bitch.
How do we know? How do we know that he's not Fear Kindler in disguise?
That's a very good question. I'm gonna go up to him.
Okay.
Mustache.
Yes.
Heward the third. Sir.
Yeah.
And get in his face. Are you actually just a dragon in disguise?
No. Why would you?
May I
What?
insight check you?
Yes.
That's a D12. Well, this doesn't go well. 12.
He seems like a guy. He could be a dragon.
All right, I believe you.
Okay.
Anyway,
Heward is escorted away. Russ, you continue on your way down to the vault, or did you want to check out anything else before you head down there?
We should go to the vault.
Okay. So you make your way down into the basement, past a number of storage rooms, and eventually you find this huge metal vault door. It's still sealed. There are a couple officers outside it, but they obviously haven't been able to open it. But there's sort of a huge winding lock and a place to sort of enter a combination and then pull sort of a lever to undo the gear system.
well, next.
Did we find that combination?
I don't think we looked anywhere. In fact, it wasn't on the desk.
Wait, wasn't it
Oh, we got
The
something. from
combination
desk,
I
didn't
have
we?
in the book. Can I
You can-
try the comp?
You can try, yeah, you can try the number that you found in the book. You enter the number that you found in the book, and the vault
I step away.
opens. The door opens up, and inside you find a huge bank vault. There's sort of stacks of money, sort of in very nicely arranged in sort of, bound pallets. You also find, drawers with like rolls and rolls and rolls of coins. This bank also keeps some bars of gold that are sort of locked into these like giant shelving units.
I knock on the door of the vault and go, "Excuse me, Mr. Fearkindler, sir?"
Nothing.
Uh,
But the vault is yours to look around.
Amos, I thought you said that Pirkler wasn't seen leaving the building.
He wasn't seen leaving the building.
Well,
Bowman is gonna very discreetly try to just take like 5K off that table.
Slide a hand to steal like 5,000 talents worth of money. That's a pretty high roll.
I mean, who is he sleight of handing it?
The police
The
officers in
police?
Amos, probably.
Anyone want to give me a hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Awesome.
you're smooth. I don't see a thing.
Bowman's just okay. Cool. Let me roll it again. Okay. That was an 18, and I'm basically just trying to like wave my coat over it and just be like, "Oh wow!" It just slips in the
Cool
porthole.
trick. That's a really cool trick, actually.
The officers don't clock it. Amos clocks it, but he doesn't say anything.
He's
He's real.
Bowman's gonna and telepathically say the next. We'll split it later.
Amos says, "Well, we should look around in this room. I don't know where else to check right now, but there might be something here."
I'm going swimming in the money. Like figuratively, just digging
Okay.
around.
Sure, make an investigation check for me.
25.
25. You're sort of looking around. This is the most money you've ever seen in one place, ever.
The little like dollar signs are just chinging
Yeah.
in Nix's eyes.
Yeah. But you're looking around, but eventually you find like behind, there's sort of a shelf that is on wheels, and you see the very faintest outline of a door
There
behind
we
that
go.
shelf.
I'm gonna attempt to move the shelf on wheels.
There is no way Nyx can move it, it's too heavy.
hey, Bowman, do you need a hand with that?
Bowman. Hey, Nix. The adrenaline.
It's finally
from the,
hit. It's
the
finally
adrenaline from
hit the
stealing-
senile old age.
Hey, Nix, do you need a hand with that?
No, I think I got it.
Yeah.
Definitely. Bowman's gonna just discreetly just kind of pull it.
Yeah, go ahead and make a strength check for me.
With advantage?
Sure, why not?
That's great because I've been rolling like crap tonight.
Get him out of the way now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Strength check, that would be 22.
22. You were able to, with some effort, move this shelf.
I told you. Oh.
Have you been working out?
I'm just going to say one more time, if we think we found him, we should take our fire
Uh-huh.
potion before the fight
mean,
begins, if we're able.
Well, let's see him first.
Well, yes, I'm just saying, don't forget.
The outline of the door that Nyx saw, like it's very faint, even once you move the shelf, because it's not actually meant to be a door. Or it's a secret door, obviously. But you're able to like Nyx, you're sort of feeling around and trying to figure out how to open it. You push it just a little bit and it pops and it swings out.
Smooth.
You see that like behind the door, the wall has been carved away, and then you just see a rough-hewn tunnel descending down into
Excavation.
darkness. Amos casts the light spell, and the end of his staff lights up, and he says, well, in we go. And he turns to the officers and says, stay up here. If anything happens up here, inform me immediately. And you all descend down this tunnel under the bank.
Are there any officers that have sort of been around Amos like consistently?
No, not really.
Being
They've just sort of
shifty,
been
yeah.
Are there any that they all seem trustworthy? I'm assuming.
as trustworthy as the police can be.
I'm just
Your
I'm
your,
gonna-
your group is not necessarily best friends
Oh,
with
nice.
the police.
Yeah.
So
As an afterthought, I'm just gonna go over to
Let's
one
go
of
up
them
and thank them for
before
the service
I
real quick.
descend and just tell him if things go poorly. My friend Sanctuary's Tavern has been feeding poor people around this time of day every day. If you could send someone over there to try to help them, I would appreciate it.
okay,
While she's doing that, I swipe some money.
sleight of hand. How much are you trying to take here?
I mean, I don't have a portable hole, but
Why do you need
A
to steal money,
sizable-
Artemis? You have a nice job.
because the rich get richer.
Because his chef is still employed.
Because my chef is still in my service.
You do not get to say that, Artie. You do not get to say the rich get richer.
He is
The
the rich getting
sleight of
richer.
hand,
Yeah,
This one I don't help with.
20.
20. You managed to grab like a couple fistfuls of talents, shove them in a pocket. I'll let you know how much you got out of
Padding.
that later.
Extra
yeah,
armor.
Yeah.
This new breastplate, it's a little uncomfortable in places.
Yeah, there you go. You all descend down the tunnel into darkness. You all go down this like very dark tunnel, and it keeps sloping downward for a while before eventually leveling out. And you keep going and going and going. The tunnel seems to go on and on and on. And you've been going down this tunnel for probably about 10-15 minutes, like on top of, all the time it took you to sort of search the bank and go through all that. So, it's been a couple hours by now. But eventually up ahead, you start seeing a very faint red light emanating from somewhere up ahead.
Go time.
Can I sneak up to?
Make a stealth check.
How far away? is-
It's unclear how far away the light is coming from.
I think I'm gonna sneak ahead.
Okay, great. Make a stealth check.
Nix, do you have a headache?
28.
28. Wow. You immediately blend into the shadows and you sneak along the wall. Very carefully, you make your way to an opening out of this tunnel that you've been going down. And you see a wide open chamber. There are collections of red crystals clustered in here that are glowing. There seem to be like some wooden support beams holding up sections of the room. You see there are there are people like working at a couple piles of rubble against a couple of the walls, and then they seem to be like running what looks like, well, make a perception check.
18.
18. They seem to be running what looks like wires of some kind, like off of wheels, from under these piles of rubble to something in the center of the room, where you see in the center of the room there is a bugbear and two other guys working at a device of some kind, attaching wires. But all of this is pales in comparison to the huge mound of valuable items in the sort of back center of the room. Curled on top of these valuable items, observing the proceedings, is a red dragon, but it's smaller than you were expecting.
Is it the same small red dragon that we saw in the mirror of the maze thing?
Nyx is the only one that sees it right now, but Nyx, you feel like this is probably the same red dragon that you saw in the mirror at Marivaldi's house. I'm so glad that somebody brought that dragon up earlier.
Okay, I'm going to like observe and just like think what I see.
Okay, yeah, you send the message back to your friends. And they continue doing work with like these wires and attaching them to this device of some kind in the center of the room. You said you had an 18 in your perception.
Yeah.
With an 18, I will say with an 18, it's hard to tell for sure. From here, it would require closer investigation, but the piles of rubble that they seem to be pulling these wires out under from, look like they were probably tunnels that were collapsed recently.
They're making room for more wealth, or?
Well, so Nyx, from what Nyx sees, these were tunnels that were open into other rooms before, but it looks like they were intentionally caved in.
So no other access.
And we've gone like down.
Yeah.
Around, right?
Yeah, you're somewhere under the city.
Okay.
Where a red dragon may or may not have been before. A little red dragon.
This is Nyx would know that this is for sure not the same room that you saw the red dragon in before. But
I'm gonna make my way back to my group.
yeah.
There's no way to sneak around this, is there?
Did I see any open tunnels?
Nope.
Does this tunnel seem large enough for ancient red dragon to walk through?
I mean, no, but in dragonborn form, yes.
I suggest we probably just keep going.
Where? We have to go that way.
Yeah,
Yes, we go that way.
just keep going forward.
Amos
Time to drink our
says,
potions.
yeah, Amos was just about to say the same thing, so you all pop your fire potions, I assume.
Oh man.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, we don't want to get.
That's for an hour, right?
That's for an hour.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'm gonna pop a mirror image as
Okay.
well.
Bowman's gonna pop some like ibuprofen just in case.
You all make your way down the tunnel, and are you trying to sneak into this room, or are you coming right out into the open?
That's a good question. What do we want to do?
Do we I feel like he'll be able to see anything, even if we try to sneak.
Probably.
I mean, his
Do we
perception
want to? Do we
won't
want
be
to chat
as
him up?
good.
See what we can learn.
I think it's kind of our MO to chat people up before we destroy them.
Or at least
Yeah.
attempt to.
I
You
feel
know,
like
it's
we're
part of
better.
our brand.
Well, let's
I
try to
like
win.
it.
Let's try to win this young dragon over.
I could try to disguise myself as Fear Kindler and ask questions, but I'm not sure what to ask.
Also, I believe disguise self can only change your height by 1 foot.
I know, but they would have to, realize something's wrong.
Wait. Okay, here we go. Janara and I. She stands on top of my shoulders. I become the bottom half of Fair Kindler, and she becomes the top half.
Okay, maybe it's a silly idea. Oh, now that Bowman, you know.
We want to chat?
Let's just act like we wandered in here.
I love
And
that
how many-
idea.
There are
That
bu-
works.
Oh,
yeah,
this
looking
is
for a
the
bathroom.
bathroom.
Are we looking for a bathroom?
We're always looking for a bathroom.
So there's Bugbear, a couple other workers here as
Bugbear,
well.
Bugbear, 4 other workers, young red dragon.
I feel like the other workers seem chained up or anything. Like, does it seem like they're there against their will or
It
anything?
did not look like that.
The
Freaking rig.
dragon staff has we can use that multiple times, right?
10 times.
The 10 times is for the command spell. There is no limit on the number of times you can do the banishing action.
Oh, my bad. I read
So,
it wrong.
Maybe we keep that a secret at first.
Well, yeah.
And then if we need to, get through this real quickly, you can just kind of pop them out of there and we'll see how it works.
No, we should make sure that everybody else is not conscious when I do that.
But
Okay.
it doesn't look like we're going to defeat the small one.
Okay.
I'm feeling incredibly stupid and there are 4 of me currently. Should I go forward?
Oh boy.
I mean,
I'll go with you.
I want to see if this bugbear is my old supervisor. So
All right.
Wow.
So
away
it
we go.
sounds like you're all stepping forward then. So
At least the 3 of us are.
And I will stand behind Janara.
okay.
Fair.
So
Gift of Alacrity only works once, right?
Nope, you can have it for 8 hours.
so you all move forward into the room. Some of you a little behind the others. As you step into the light, you hear Bowman. You hear the familiar voice of your former supervisor, Rig, saying, "No, that wire doesn't go there. It goes there. You goddamn fool! Do you want to blow us to hell?"
you just can't get good help these days, can you, Rick?
That he starts and looks up at you. The dragon's head turns and looks at all of you. Welcome to my bedroom, we'll call it. I'm sorry, my father is occupied right now, or else he would be here to greet you himself, but welcome. I assume you all are the one that have been a thorn in my father's side.
I'm going to give a bow. A very deep bow. Resplendent bow.
Uh-huh.
Forgive the intrusion. My name is Brightshield. I came to hopefully have an interesting conversation with you. Yes, we may be the ones, as you referred to, a thorn in your father's side, though I really would rather us find a different word for that.
Well, Brightshield, I am Purith, the Firestarter,
Oh, good.
daughter of Fear Kindler, the flame that never dies. And my father will be very, very pleased when I present your charred corpses to him as trophies.
If I may be so bold, might I instead suggest, though your suggestion is probably a very excellent one, you could instead present us live so that we may present another option that may be of interest to you?
Unfortunately, my father had very specific instructions for me.
Of course. I wouldn't deem to know more than, well, one as resplendent and ancient as he.
He's a busy man after all. But not to worry, I've got time on my hands to entertain you. In fact,
That's excellent.
Rig, I think we can put on a little party for them, don't you? And Rig cracks his neck and says, looking forward to putting the beat down on a mouthy former employee of mine.
I said like maybe 10 words to you total. Anyways,
10 words.
Well, with that, let's go ahead and have everybody roll initiative. Really quick, everyone, as we get into battle, I do need to shout out the battle map that we are using today. This is a public map, freely available on Dungeon Fog, and the battle map is titled Obsidian Vault. It was created by @Blanche, BLANCHE, on Dungeon Fog, and I made a couple alterations myself, but I saw this public map and I knew I had to use it, so I want to give that a quick shout out. You should be able to find a link to it down in the description of the video, but we'll go ahead and jump into combat right now. Top of the initiative is Penny,
Ugh, fuck.
then Octavia, then the General Thugs, then Bowman, then Janara, then Amos, then Artemis, then Nyx, then Rig, and bringing up the rear is Purith.
What?
Yeah. It's how that one ended up going. So
Interesting.
anyway, Penny, you're up first.
Okay. So we're definitely doing this.
No, actually, can we back out right now?
I mean, like,
No.
we don't have any, we don't want redemption, right? We're okay.
No,
I'm gonna
we're
go. I'm gonna go after the general, this guy,
Okay.
General Thug, General Thug 1.
Yeah,
And we're gonna do lightning launcher twice.
go for it. Make your attack
Oh
roll.
my God, Jesus Christ. Okay, well that sucks. Oh my God, we leveled up. I have, okay, so that's a 17 and an 18.
Both hit.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right. Nice. Sorry. All my dice are in one thing.
You're fine.
+18 10, 28.
28 altogether for both hits?
I
Or just the first hit?
think two, no, I think for both.
Okay. You 2 shots from your lightning launcher. First hits this guy in the shoulder. He recoils backwards. Second one's a headshot. He's down.
Oh,
Oh. Okay.
Cool.
My B. That's all.
Octavia.
Okay. I'm going to cast Mind Spike at the bugbear. I think I have
Okay.
to probably step forward a little
Okay.
bit. It's 60 feet.
You're in range right from there.
Okay. Okay, so I'll cast Mind Spike, and that's a Wisdom saving throw.
All right. So Rig, how do we feel about your wisdom saving throws? Not great. That's a 9.
Yeah, that's a fail. So it will take 14 psychic damage.
All right. He's like he's like pulling out, a bat to try to bludgeon you all with. And as he does, suddenly he's like, ah! And a little bit of blood starts like coming out of his ear as your mind spike takes effect. Any bonus actions?
Okay. It's taking a second to load.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. No bonus actions right now.
Okay.
Ben, quick question.
Yeah.
These are these the little things of dynamite?
Which,
These little orange
oh,
boxes?
yeah, those are the control panels. Yes.
Got it. And we don't see where the wires.
The wires go into there's a pile of rubble here and a pile of rubble on the other side. And that's
Okay.
where the wires go into.
Got it. Okay. you.
All right. It's the thugs' turns. First one's dead. Second
Sucks.
one is going to pulls out a this guy's gonna come over here, duck behind these crystals to try to get a little bit of cover, and then he's gonna take a shot at we'll say Janara.
Okay.
Well, that was a 6 to hit.
Nope.
Silly thugs.
Second one is a 16 to hit.
Nope.
All right. Couple gunshots go off. You dodge the bullets as they fly past you. Next thug is going to he can't make it all the way there, so he's just gonna come here and he'll shoot at Bowman twice. That's a 13,
Misses.
and that is a 15.
Misses.
Last one is going to come here and he'll shoot at Artemis. I take out the front row, I guess.
Ah.
Okay, well, there's one hit. That's a natural 20.
Oh, I guess that hits no
I
matter what.
guess
Great.
that hits. And then the other one is a 21.
Let's see if it hits. Oh, it hits.
Okay.
I still have all my duplicates, but that hits. Both hit.
Okay. So the natural 20 is going to be 17 damage. And then the other one is going to
Just
be
regular damage.
piercing, yeah. And the other one's going to be 9. As you
Thank you.
take a couple gunshots.
Ow.
Bowman, that's you.
Oh, thank goodness. All right. Bowman is going to go up to this guy that tried the audacity to shoot at him. And he's going to just whack him with his crowbar.
Go for it. Make an attack roll.
All right. Does a 18 hit?
18 hits.
Sweet. 12. That's all right. He first takes 15 damage
Oof,
on
yeah.
the crowbar, and then he's just gonna do second attack because Bowman's
Yep.
gonna try to save his slots.
Yep.
That's another 18 to hit,
Yep, that hits.
and that's 16 damage.
All right. That is going to do it for this guy. You just boom, you start beating him with your crowbar and he hits the ground.
Yeek.
Rig points at you and says, "That crowbar's company property."
Damn it.
Screw you.
Great. Janara, that's you.
I'm going to think to Octavia, I should probably save my stunning strikes for Fear Kindler, unless you disagree.
You're muted.
No, that makes sense. Don't waste those. You'll need them for the bigger fight.
I'm just gonna run up to this dude then, and I'm just gonna try to punch him.
Go for it.
Ugh, I'm assuming a 10 doesn't hit.
10 does not hit.
15?
15 does not hit.
15 doesn't hit. 24.
24 hits.
I would hope so. 5 damage.
Okay.
I'm getting my bad rolls out of the way.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That's
Right.
it.
With that, it is now Amos's turn. Amos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know. He's here. Crazy. So Amos is going to he's gonna hop down off this ledge. And he's gonna actually he's gonna come, he can get all the way here, I think, so that he has an angle on this guy that is not behind half cover. And he is going to say, well, this would be useless against the dragon, but it'll work on these guys. And he casts Scorching Ray. So he's got 3 bolts of fire that shoot out the end of his staff. That is a 24 to hit, a 30 to hit, and a he's pretty high level. And then 18 to hit. So first guy takes 5 fire damage. Second guy takes 7 fire damage. And Rig takes 7 fire damage. And that's Amos's turn. Artemis, that's you.
Oh god. Okay. Artemis is yeah. I'm gonna dash around this way. Whoops, went too far. And as I'm about halfway through, I'm gonna look over towards Bugbear and this little control panel, and I'm going to send first Eldritch Blast
Okay.
that way at the control
At the
panel.
control panel. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. That is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay. That is 8 points of force damage.
Easy enough. You shatter this control panel with your Eldritch Blast.
Nothing happens.
No, yeah, there's no explosion.
Great. Then I am going to. Damn, that changes literally my second Eldritch Blast. So I have to decide where the hell that's going to go now. Is going to shoot at. Sure, I was already looking there. It's going to be Bugbear. I'm going to try to hit him. 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Okay. That is 1 point of force damage.
Great.
I've really got to get that Warlock thing going.
He's still
Add the
like,
modifier.
he's still clutching like the side of his head where blood is leaking out. He gets hit a little bit and he's like, what? He looks over at you.
Hello. Great. Then we are going to. Oh boy, what is the 30 feet? I'm not within 30. No. Oh, look at that. 35. Incredible. Oh, that plan doesn't work. Okay, then 60, sorry, that changed a lot of things. I will instead drop I'm gonna use my, oh, I'm very sorry. Bonus action. I need that as a bonus action. Okay, I can't do anything. We are going to then healing word myself. And yeah, we're just going to do that
Great.
as bonus action then. So that will be for 9 points back to myself. And I'm going to yell out to the dragon and say, all right, you think you're so big and scary and tough with all your goons? Come prove it. I'm right over here.
Okay, we'll say persuasion for the taunt.
Awful. 13.
Okay.
It's because I was all tongue-tied.
Yeah.
Goodness, we need you to stay alive.
The dragon just sort of snorts a little bit of smoke out of her nostrils. All right, Nyx, that's you.
I am going to bonus action steady. Well, no, just kidding. I'm gonna shoot the thug next to Janara.
Go for it. Make your attack roll.
25.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Add sneak attack.
I have faith. I'm going. I'm going to use my piercer feat and re-roll one of my die.
I think you've had that for a long
have.
time.
Oh, fart. It's the same thing. Oh well. So that is 16 points of damage.
Okay.
And then
You shoot him. He's staggering. He's bloody, but he is still standing barely.
I would like to come over here and bonus action hide behind these jewels.
Okay. So next up then.
Can I
is-
bonus that? Do I have to roll for the hide?
Oh yes, sorry. Yes.
Third.
Okay. Great. Next up is Rig.
It's never good when the DM laughs at your stealth check. Your
Uh
stealth attempt.
Well, I hope that a 30's okay.
he's gonna beeline straight for Bowman. He pulls out this like club that he has, and he's gonna try to hit you, Bowman.
Good.
That is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Second attack is a 13. So
That misses.
that one doesn't hit. But the first attack hits and does 7 damage as he strikes you across the ribs.
Oh, ooh, that tickled.
Should have stuck to moving boxes.
Well, I'll move your casket. That's like a box.
Oh damn.
Damn. All right.
Vicious mockery.
Nice.
Roll for it.
All right. Next up is Purith. She lifts off into the air. Gonna fly.
No.
No.
Stop it.
Oh, go touch her. Go banish her.
No, that's not where we want to be. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, did that miss every single person?
No, I just
Might have just gotten
she
bonus.
would know where it was gonna be. I didn't because I haven't been doing
Oh no! You placed it out.
I'll allow it.
Her cone's
God
not
damn
that
it.
big, but she can get Bowman and Octavia. So
Damn it.
Bowman and
Oh.
Octavia, I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
Ooh, fuck. Okay.
And just so I'm correct. My saving throw modifier is already adding the +4, right?
Yes.
Okay. So just add.
Yeah.
Okay. Bowman got a 22.
That's
19.
success. Both are
Nice.
successes.
Thank God.
I still half damage.
Yeah, that's okay. I thought I was gonna die.
Well, you also took your potion, so you take half damage from a success and then half again because you resist fire damage. So you only take a quarter of the damage that I'll read off to you.
Oh, that's good.
Listen to
okay,
those
okay.
dice.
Still sounds
there's
like a
still
lot
a
of
lot of
fucking
dice.
dice.
Well, he's probably rolling full damage.
Right.
Well, yeah.
The music's back.
This isn't the ancient. The ancient rolls even more dice.
I don't. I get it, Matt. Thank you for that. I'm aware. I'm scared.
It's gonna be
You're the
under
one that
20.
wanted the staff.
That's my guess. I can assure you it will be under 20.
How many
Wow.
dice
Thanks,
are there?
Okay.
Zuzu.
You're
That is
welcome.
Zuzu guarantee.
I'm pretty sure that's a Zuzu
how,
guarantee.
how many d6s
Then
are
don't make me
these?
a liar now.
The total damage would be 54.
Oh, that
Okay.
would have killed me.
Half to that's 27.
7.
27.
Yep. And then half again to 13.
13.
Ugh.
All right.
As she flies over, belch of flame out of her mouth, and Bowman and Octavia, you're both like caught at the edges. You like try to shield yourself from it, but it's
Yeah.
it's still not pleasant
No, we just got burned.
as you're singed. All right, Penny, that's you.
I'm gonna do lightning launcher at this little dragon.
Little dragon.
Twice. That is a 18 plus 11 and a nat 20
Okay,
plus 11.
so both hit.
Okay. So so the damage is full damage and then another 2d10, right? For the nat 20.
Yeah.
So that's 25. Do I add the modifier for that?
You incorporate the modifier once. You can either
Got it, okay.
incorporate it when you do the full damage or you incorporate it when you roll.
Okay. So that is for the first hit 29.
29.
And then the
Alright.
second one is wow, that was almost max. 19 plus 5, 24.
Damn. You let off 2 blasts from the lightning launcher, hit the scales of Purith and like burn the red scales across like her neck and shoulder as they're like blasted off by intense electrical energy.
And I'm gonna move there and I'm done.
Okay, great. Octavia, that's you.
Okay. I would like to, as a bonus action first, cast Kinetic Jaunt.
Okay. What does that do?
So that is going to, it's like a buff spell for me.
Okay.
That I get a +10 to my movement speed.
Great.
And I don't evoke opportunity attacks, and I can move through the space of another creature, and it doesn't count as difficult terrain. If I end my turn on the same space as another creature, I am shunted to the last unoccupied space that I occupied.
Okay.
And
great.
take 1d8 of force damage. So
Okay.
I'm going to try to not land in another person's space.
Sure.
So essentially, I move like Ghost in the Ant-Man and the Wasp movie.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, you cast the spell.
Spoilers.
You go a little
That's how I
blurry,
understand
and then
it.
you can move quickly.
Yeah. So
all right.
I would like to then move over like here.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to get this dragon out of here.
Okay. So I will say that because the dragon's in the air, what you'll need to do is as you reach this ledge, you'll have to jump to try to smack it with the staff. So make a athletics check for me.
Oh boy. Okay.
Remember your training.
That's a 22 athletics.
I will say that's good enough. You jump up off the ledge, swing the dragon staff through the air. It clips the dragon's foot. As soon as the staff makes contact, you feel a surge of arcane energy up your arm that you instinctively know to dispel into the dragon. As you do so, I will make a wisdom save for Purith. What is your wisdom? What is your saving throw? What's the DC?
The DC on
18.
Where is it? I think it's 18.
18. Okay.
Hold on, let me check. I gotta make sure for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's 18. Yeah.
Well, I just rolled a natural 1.
Woo!
Yeah.
Stupid dragon.
As the staff makes contact, as this arcane energy goes off, there's a blast of like red energy emanates from that spot, like sort of an orb that is pushing outward and like physically is forcing the dragon away from the point. And she says, "No, no, no!" And she is forced to the only way out right now. The easiest way out, I should say, is up the tunnel. So she immediately, like, not even this is outside of her turn. She is forced to flee out that tunnel and leave the city of Waterdeep.
Hoping
That's
she get crushed
sad.
against the ceiling.
Oh, that's so sad.
Well,
Because she's in a lot of pain. Good
she
job,
was gonna
Octavia!
kill us.
I know, but good job.
We still gotta
Woo!
get rid of these other goons.
Oh my god. No, they're just gonna walk away. The dragon's gone.
Nah, they were
Right,
helping
goons?
They were helping a dragon. We gotta get rid of them.
Speaking of goons, it is their turn. The one in front of Janara sways on his feet. Like, I'll show you a thing or two.
Yeah, dude.
It's either
Sure.
this or the ancient dragon eats me. And he like goes to hit you with his club.
Actually, if you just stay in the city.
Yeah, it's true.
That's an
Actually really safe.
18 to hit.
Nope.
That's a 14 to hit on the second one.
Nope.
Yeah. All right. You easily
He's
dodge
strong.
his arms or his swings
It's
are
the
like
spell y'all
crazy
cast on me.
wide, and he's like swaying because he's lost a lot of blood at this point. It's the other one's turn. He's gonna
Goons.
oh, he can't get around Octavia without provoking an opportunity attack. Okay, I guess he's just gonna go after not Octavia, Janara. I guess he's just gonna go after Janara because opportunity attacks. First
Did you
attack.
know you can like leave and just maybe get arrested? It's up to you.
First attack is a 9, which obviously doesn't hit, and the second attack is a 12. These
I
guys
was considering casting Bane on these fools. What a waste.
I don't think you need to. Bowman, that's you.
Bowman's gonna turn and look at Rig and just go, Rig, there's 2 options here. Either you give up, get arrested, or I shove my crowbar so far up your ass, you'll be tasting it.
Make an intimidation check for me.
What's my intimidation? Oh, that is a 27.
You're a goddamn fool if you think you can stop Faerkindler.
I might be a fool.
But it's your funeral. It's not going to be mine. And he drops the bat. And as he does so, the other thugs take that as a cue and drop their weapons as well. Combat is over.
Right on. Go get arrested.
Yeah, they all turn themselves over to you guys as prisoners. And Amos sort of takes stock of the room. He breathes, says, all right, well, we should figure out where Faerkindler went. Also, if you have ways to, if you got hurt and have ways to heal yourself, I would do that now.
Yeah. Everyone gather around here. Gather around me on top of the giant pile of money.
Oh yeah. How much is in this hoard, by the way?
Too much to count quickly.
Okay.
Throw it all in those bags of holding.
And you all don't, we don't have to keep using the battle map right now if you don't want to, but so you all gather around Artemis who can do a healing thing, I assume.
I'm still like shunting around the room a little bit.
Yeah, but you managed to make your way over there.
I'm just gonna like lean. I'm gonna make like a squishy armchair of jewels and money for myself. Just kind of nestle down in it, and just start singing a little song about how nice it is to be surrounded by shiny things, and how much money is currently around us. And could we take this money? Wouldn't that be nice? I mean, this is the dragon's money, or is it ours?
I'm just imagining the shiny song from Moana.
And this, yeah. And so this goes on for, let me see exactly how long this goes on for.
Are you doing Song of
for
Rest?
the Song of Rest. I guess it goes on for an hour?
Yeah,
Can I
so
short rest in that time?
it's yes. So what Song of Rest does is it makes your short rest more efficient.
So yeah, we will add an extra dice.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you add an extra d6.
so if you all
to-
want to roll hit dice to restore hit points on a short rest and save your other other stuff for later, you can. And you are welcome to investigate the room during your short rest.
I'm gonna do that.
So
I didn't get hurt.
okay.
Do I become more efficient at investigating?
Make an investigation check for me.
25.
20.
No, 24.
24. 24. So you are able to confirm that these devices are wired up and they do seem to be set up to, with a press of a button or a trigger, to cause something to happen. I would say with the 24, Nick puts 2 and 2 together and figures that these are probably connected to the explosives that you found record of Fear Kindler purchasing. The wires go under these collapsed piles of rubble. With a 24, you can determine that these piles of rubble were collapsed within the last 8 hours. So it seems like they got everything hooked up down these tunnels in some other place and then sealed the tunnels off to prevent anybody from following. I would say with the, again, since you got a 24, I would say with that, your best guess is that that is probably what happened to Fear Kindler.
Goes down one of those tunnels.
Or he used one of those tunnels as an escape route so that he couldn't be seen.
So he's not here.
But you all take your short rest, you heal up.
I do another speech, so everyone gets 11 temporary hit points.
Great.
Woo.
And with that, Nyx sort of reports back what she has discovered. And Amos says, escaped. Damn it. All right. We should get moving again. The potions have probably worn off, but let me see. He casts a ascending spell. All right. One of my officers will meet us upstairs with some new ones that I've requisitioned. I have a feeling we'll need them, but we should make our way back up. We have to find him. Wherever he went, he's not in the bank. We need. It's my first week is Blackstaff. Okay.
It's okay.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, you're
mostly your
arguing
fault.
better than Aurora did.
Yeah. Aurora didn't stop this.
I mean, to be honest, though, the
trying.
bar is very low, so that's not much of a compliment, but a little compliment.
Thank you. Yes, let's go upstairs. There's nothing else for us down here, I don't think.
Nah. I mean, there's lots of stuff down here for us, but not to further our immediate goal. Finding Faerun.
During the short rest, Penny was definitely throwing gold into both the bag of holding and the bottomless pit.
Sure,
like,
yes.
Oh,
I think
Yeah.
we're taking as much as we
Yeah,
can
okay.
until one of these bags
during
starts
during the
ripping.
short rest, you loaded up with as much of it as you could as you were like bandaging your wounds and stuff.
Oh God.
Oh,
You
man.
Can I insight check
I will give you a
Amos?
tally of that at later. Yes, you may insight check Amos.
Okay, well, that was a 12.
He seems kind of distraught. He's upset. But you all make your way back upstairs into the like main proper bank. At this point in the day, the voting on the bill is probably underway, if not already complete.
Oh yeah.
So
We gotta get over to the Congress House building.
As you get into the lobby, Lieutenant Talon says, hands over like the new potions of fire resistance and said, I had one of the one of the guys ran down to there's the gold dragonborn who owns a shop a few blocks away. He had some potions for you.
We need to probably go to the legislative building.
Yeah, okay.
My parents are right.
Your parents are there, yes. As you all officers are still checking the building. But you all go outside with Lieutenant Talon and a couple other police officers. As you step out onto the street, look around, it's quiet all around you. The sun is shining. As you look up, glare in your eye, and as you adjust to the light, you see a red dragon swooping out of the sky. He stops probably about 100 feet off the ground and says,
Take cover.
And says, "Ah, I should have known it was you, meddlesome fools. Well, without the explosives, my plan can still happen. I'll just have to get my hands dirty myself." And he opens his mouth and spews fire, but instead of breathing it at you, he lights the buildings alight and begins flying away, fire trailing out of his mouth in the direction of Castle Waterdeep, where the Congress meets, leaving fire and destruction in his wake. And with that, we will end tonight's episode.
Janara's dad is so dead.
Thank you for playing, everyone.
No.
Thank you for playing, y'all. Thanks for watching, everybody at home, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night.
Oof.